Hi everybody. So here I am back with Hannah to do a details video, which is the take 3, because the first one that I did yesterday on my phone did not record at all. And the second one that I started, I was just didn't have it together, which I'm not guaranteeing I'll have it together this time either. Battling a UTI, so I'm not at the top of my game. But when have I ever at the top of my game? Anyway, so I wanted to come and do some details of little Hannah, or Big Hannah, because she's a big girl. This is the Liam sculpt by Bonnie Brown. Here's her COA right here. Liam by Bonnie Brown. This is the first edition, and she is numbered and signed. She's number 370 out of 1,000. There's Bonnie's signature. And I told you I was going to tell you a little bit of the story about this baby. So I'll do that right now, and then I'm going to hopefully will remember to tell you her artist. But anyway, I've been looking at this sculpt for quite some time, and in all honesty, I wasn't really drawn to it when it first came out, the Liam sculpt. But then I went to Utah and to the Rose Doll show, and I saw several people there who had a Liam, and I don't know, I fell in love with it. And I think one of the reasons, and I don't know if I can zoom. Yes, oh, I can zoom. Look, Suzanne, I can zoom. One of the reasons is this face reminds me of my daughter when she was little, because she would have that same little open expression, and her son, my grandson, actually did that a lot too. They had these chubby little cheeks and that little drop jaw there, and yes, so I think that's why I've become drawn to it. Take you back out, there you go. And so anyway, I was talking to Bonnie Brown herself, at Rose, and I was convinced that this doll was an older version of Saskia, but she assured me that he was not. So Bonnie told me herself it is not the Saskia, a little older. So anyway, without any further ado, I will show you this big beautiful girl. And I'd left her, she's still dressed in what she came in yesterday, which was a beautiful box presentation, I've got to say. And so I had just left her in this because I thought it would be easier to show her to you. The dress that she is wearing is a petite amie, beautiful light pink little full dress, and it's got the pink smocking at the top with the little pink flowers with little green leaves embroidered on it. And she's got little pink bows in her, we would call them ponytails. I think in England and Australia, y'all call them bunches, on the top of her head. And then she's wearing these little pink lace socks. Let's see, oops, there you go. There, pink lace socks. So there, I'm going to take this off of the tripod so I can get closer to her, so hang on just okay. So from here on out, this might be a little shaky, but there she is up close. She has got the prettiest complexion, just little peaches and cream, the prettiest little pink cheeks. You can see her 4 little teeth poking through there on the bottom, and I believe she has applied eyelashes, and her hair is Angora, as I understand, and is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is so thick, I can't hardly even see her scalp. I mean, look, you can't even hardly see her scalp. It is so thick. There's a little bit of it. I mean, I was thinking it probably took her like 4 years to root this doll. But anyway, so there's her little dolly that she came with. So this is her right hand, which is like a little, it's all her 4 fingers are separated, and her hand is in like a little cupped position. Like, see, she's holding this doll. Can I have your baby? Can I hold your baby? So yeah, her fingers are slightly bent in a cupped position, and they're all separated on her right arm. And then on her left arm, she still has that little cupped hand position, but all the fingers are together. They're not separate. There she is. And she's got prettiest, chubbiest little legs. Let's see if I can get these legs in here. Chubby little thighs. Pretty little feet. And her left foot has, all the toes are together, and the one big toe is slightly raised up. Just pretty, pretty little nails. I've got the light on here, so I hope it's not too bright. Let's see, this one, all her toes are together as well. Sorry. Except that the big toe again is extended up a little bit, and so is her like fourth toe is sort of stuck up there a little bit. But there she is, and I thought I would show you a size comparison to some of the other babies so you can see what her size is like. So let me get one of the other babies and I'll show you. So here she is with Presley, and Presley's was my biggest girl. She still is actually sort of my biggest girl. She's more slender. She has chunky little thighs, but she is very slender, and her head is a little smaller, but they're both 28 inches. And what I'll do is lay them down side by side so you can get a better idea of their length. So here they are laying down together, and I don't know if I can get back far enough so that you can see them, but as you can see, it looks like Presley is slightly taller, but her legs are extended a little bit more than Hannah's. You can see Hannah's legs. I pulled her little dress up. Her legs are a little bit more bent. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I think just Hannah sits a little taller for some reason. I don't know what it is, but Hannah is, look, my hand all across her, and then my hand across her. So she's slightly thinner. Hannah's a big chunk of munk. Okay, so that is cute, and I don't know if you can tell in the crib. Let me see if I can back up a little bit. This is a full-size crib, and look at this. They are huge. Absolutely huge. So let me try a different baby that y'all might be able to relate to better than Presley. Okay, so I think most of you are familiar with the Saskia size. So here is Saskia sitting beside her. Look how little he looks. He looks like so tiny, and he's not a tiny baby. There was a time when I thought Saskia was a big baby, but now seeing him next to Hannah, he's not that big. And look at these hands. Oops, sorry. Let's see, where's her hand? Look at this hand, and then Kai's hand. It's just a world of difference. Okay, so that's Saskia and Saskia and Liam Sculpt, or Kai and Hannah. And the story I wanted to tell y'all was, getting back to the Utah, Bonnie Brown had a blank Liam kit. Let me get down here so I can hold this steady. She had a blank Liam kit, and I was talking to her, and I picked the kit up, and I was going to buy it. But then, you know, I had just went through my first class, and I really didn't trust my skills. I still don't trust my skills enough yet to make a baby like this, especially since I've never rooted before. So I decided not to get the kit. Well, the other day, this eBay, I was perusing, well, yeah, as Jean would say, eBay, which no, you're not, I really should not do that. But I came across this baby, a Liam Sculpt named Brittany, and I thought, you know, that I really like that baby. So I decided to bid on her, and I lost the bid by just dollars, just a few dollars. So I was a little bummed about that, but I thought, okay, maybe that's the way it should be. I didn't really need another baby anyway. So then the artist emailed me and told me that she was she thanked me for bidding on Brittany, and she said, I'm so sorry you were outbid. But then she said she had this other baby that was very similar to Brittany, except that the hair was a little darker, which this one is. And that she had it on layaway for this lady, but the lady could not follow through, and so she was putting it up on eBay for me to watch for it. So the next day I looked on eBay, and sure enough, there she was. And you'll never believe it, but this baby's name was Sydney. And as you know, my granddaughter's name is Sydney. So I thought, yep, that's it. It had to be. So I did not bother with bidding on it. I just bought her now. So, yeah. So that's how it came about getting Sydney. The long, rather dull story, roundabout story of how I came about having this Liam sculpt. Now, I'm going to set you back up on the tripod. Her artist is Tammy Epps. She's a wonderful lady. Oh my gosh, I bought this baby on Wednesday morning, and Friday morning she showed up all the way from Missouri. And here's her birth certificate. As you can see, she's from the Fairy Tale Delight Nursery, where fairy tales can come true, a baby created just for you. And she had named her Sydney. She was born August the 5th, 2018, 28 inches and 9 pounds. And the artist is Tammy Epps. So for those of you who are wanting to know who did her, that's who it was. And yeah, so that's the details video. That's the little story behind her. I just love her to death. I brought her out yesterday. I carried her out to see my grandsons, and Gabriel did a double take, and he goes, oh my gosh, I thought that was a real baby. Idea size. You all know my darling little Micah. Here, can we have the baby? And you can be big sister and hold your brother. Uh-oh, sorry, Micah. There you go. You want to hold your brother? So there she is with the Levi sculpt. And she's holding Micah. So that's it. That's the details video of my little ones. Let me get Micah before she strangles him. Come here, bud. All right. So there you go. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing the details of her. She's a beautiful baby. I'm so glad to have her in my nursery. And thank you all for welcoming her to the community. Just know that we all love you. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye.